Welcome to the Capital Compass. I'm Lindsay Melchak. Now, today we are putting the spotlight on Sekur Private Data, a company rewriting the rules on secure communications in a world where privacy has become a premium asset. As big tech platforms continue to mine, monitor, and monetize user data, Sekur offers a clean break with fully hosted, SWISF-hosted proprietary solutions that put users, not algorithms, back in control. Now, joining me is Alain Ghiai, founder and CEO of Sekur. He's been one of the earliest and loudest voices warning about the cracks in traditional cloud models. And he's building a business around the idea that real privacy isn't just a feature, it's a foundation. Now, today we'll dig into why Sekur's no big tech, no AI, no nonsense approach is gaining serious ground, especially in the US market. So welcome and thank you for joining us.
Thanks, Lindsay, and thanks everyone for watching us.
Absolutely. Let's dive right into this. Now, Alain, a lot of companies, they say that they offer the privacy. But if the person isn't using the same platform, well, then that's game over, really. So how does Sekur protect users if the other person isn't using the same platform?
That's a great question. So we offer three solutions so far: our VPN, Swiss-hosted proprietary, our email, and our messenger. So one of the biggest issues right now is called business email compromise. And what happens is when you send an email to someone, whichever of the two duopoly emails you use, hackers can intercept that, impersonate you or your recipient. Sometime after a few months, they're going to start to trigger their attack. A common thing of BEC attack would be wiring information that has been changed, contracts, etc. What we do with our Sekur Send, we're able to send an email to anybody outside of Sekur that doesn't have it. They receive an email, they click on a link. You can password protect it, read limit or time limit, or do nothing. And then immediately they're in our Swiss server. The key that we do is that we never leave the Swiss highly encrypted server environment. So we're sending signal outside and within Sekur in order for everybody to log in. It's like a meeting place, so to speak. And then we communicate within it. We do the same thing with messaging. We also don't record your phone number. So if you sign up for Sekur and you do your Sekur Messenger and you have your app, you'll notice that other apps will need your phone number. And that's how the data mine you and your contacts. We don't. So we have a vetting process that's pretty easy to follow, but extremely effective against hackers, SIM swapping, things like that. We basically are able to invite anyone via text or email to click on a link. Immediately it opens a tunneling portal to the server and you and I can chat. I could be in New York, you could be in Tokyo, and the whole thing happens in Switzerland, which is kind of interesting. So we use our proprietary tech with a Helix technology to log into our servers. That way there's nothing floating over the net. And that's what makes it attractive for businesses, because businesses have clients that use the typical apps that we're not going to name here that have been compromised on a daily basis. And now they can communicate with a client without compromising themselves or the client data.
Right there, that's a lot of information right there out of the gate, and it's so useful right out of the gate as well. Now, you are eyeing a massive US market where trust in big tech is, it's cratering. So tell us, what gives Sekur the edge to break through in a space crowded with privacy-washing players?
So one of the things is we were the first privacy enthusiast, the first privacy application that offers a gamut of solution. We have our own infrastructure. We don't use big tech because that way we can keep the Swiss data privacy laws. So we have a gamut of solution. We started 2-3 years ago to really push this. We spend a lot of money into R&D and marketing, and now we have a name for ourselves. It is Swiss. Swiss is synonymous with privacy, and we have our features. So we're able to make a dent like that, and we have key partnerships that we have signed on and others that we are bringing on board at very high level of corporate and government in the US.
So let's actually lean into that Swiss advantage just a little bit more. So why does the Swiss hosted matter so much right now? And basically, how much of a moat does this create Sekur against, US-based competitors?
Well, first of all, if you are based in Switzerland and if you use a US cloud solution, such as AWS, Microsoft, or Google, you're still subject to what they call the Cloud Act. That means that as long as you use a US infra, you're subject to that law and their subpoenas, even if you're in Switzerland, or you could be in Canada or in Germany and have your own data privacy laws and residency laws. We use our own infrastructure that's housed only in Switzerland. Because we don't touch the cloud system, the US one, we're able to comply 100% with the FADP, the Swiss law. That's already something that most companies won't do, because today, Lindsay, most investors are investing in data mining and big data. Nobody is interested to get a customer for 20, $50 a month when you can make, a few $1,000s a year per user on their data. So if I'm a young entrepreneur and I go to you for, millions of dollars to build my app and my system, the first thing you're going to do is say, we're going to hook up on AWS. We're going to try to monitor that data mine, and do a big data system.
Okay. I'm just so impressed by all of this already, and this was definitely needed in the industry as well. Big tech is basically the landlord for half the so-called secure apps out there, like you've mentioned. So how big of a differentiator is it that Sekur owns an entire infrastructure? Like, for example, your Signal scandal. I mean, let's talk, not yours, but for example, the Signal scandal. Let's talk about that a little bit.
Well, we have four things that are distinctive from others. First, we're hosted in Switzerland only. We don't use open source coding. That's a thing that most companies use, 95% of them. That's where most of the hacks happen as well. We have our own equipment, our own proprietary machine. And we also don't put AI into the communication tool. That's a huge thing, because today, AI is everywhere. You can't go on a conference call without this little AI thing next to you. You can't send an email on one of these famous two services that I can't name that doesn't have AI in it. So AI is basically a data siphon system. So what happened at Signal is this. It's either it was intentional, somebody went in there, or it was inadvertent, somebody was added. We're not here to make a judgment. What we are here to say is that with our Sekur Messenger, you would have eliminated both scenarios. The very fact that you don't even have a phone number and you communicate outside of the typical telecom system renders you invisible. This is our mission, is to render people invisible and protect themselves, protect from hackers and other intrusion. And that's why we're launching our enterprise and premium VIP solution. That'll go to diplomats, it'll go to C-level executive, high net worth, government official, and others, because they have physical security, but they still communicate on these apps or that email that's compromised on a daily basis.
Okay. So like you mentioned, everyone is slapping AI power onto every product nowadays. I feel like, when we go in a store, there's AI. When we go online, there's an AI. Like, everything has AI nowadays. And you're going the actual opposite way. No AI, no data mining. So why is Sekur betting against the AI, thread or the AI rush so much? I mean, how does that resonate with the customer base?
Well, our customers love it because, we have always gone against the trend in terms of intrusion. So this is the next thing, is not to put AI in our communication tools. If you need to look and research something and AI help you, let's say for customer service, I think that's fantastic. But AI shouldn't be into your system of communication, because you don't know where that data goes. Well, we know it goes to Google, Microsoft, or Amazon. And at the end of the day, AI is anti-privacy. There was an article not long ago, 2.5 billion Gmails were hacked with AI. And somebody is asking me, well, how come your system is better? Because we're off-grid. We have never been part of the system. We have never used open source coding, and we have never hosted on the main platforms. So if you're completely off-grid and invisible, AI doesn't want to bother with you. They're going to go with the systems that are easy. So every Google search, every email, every Microsoft this, every browser. So we're actually, if I may extend our vision here a little bit,
Absolutely, yeah.
we're in the middle of a fundraise as well. And one of the things that we're going to complete is our voice and video encryption, where it will be about, I think, by the end of the year, where you can call someone without dialing their number. You'll be able to go on a video conferencing tool without having AI siphoning the data. And in 2026, our goal is to build our privacy browser, which will also protect you from clicking on these malware and fake links, because AI is going to sophisticate itself even more. So that's kind of the next step where we can complete the communication circle and protect everyone from browsing the wrong thing, from, other things as we just discussed.
Wow. I was going to ask you too, what should investors be looking out for in the coming quarters? Is there anything else you'd like to mention?
Yeah, so we're basically going to launch our enterprise solution this quarter by the end of June. We're also planning some international partnerships as well. Once we close our funding, we're planning to develop that voice video encryption, more premium solutions. So we're launching our regular SMB marketing, but we're going to go to that premium market where there's literally zero competition. And even a regular small business doesn't want to be hacked. So if you can offer them something for $20 a month, they'll take it if they can help against BEC attack. But the premium solutions are where the big opportunities are, because you have C-level executives, targeted people, VIP, the jet-setting crowd, government officials. They are the most targeted people, and they all use, as we have seen with the Signal issue, they all use these solutions. We imagine that they have very sophisticated tools, but they don't. So we're here to offer that, and those ranges will be about $1,000 to $1,500 a year per license, which is very cheap when you think about it for a board member and executive. So in the next 12 to 18 months, we're developing the solution. We are also targeting profitability, which is great as a public company. So watch us and follow our journey.
Absolutely. Now, this is a company that is really rewriting the book on data security. So again, that was Alain Ghiai, CEO of Sekur. Now, you can learn more about them on their website at sekur.com, spelled SEKUR.com. I'm Lindsay Melchick with Stockhouse Publishing. We'll see you next time.